everybody, this is John. Welcome to the free video. For today, what we're looking at is a couple different things. First of all, TLT had a crazy move. Has had a crazy move over the last 4 weeks from 130 to 120. That's actually a really big move for this. This morning, this chart actually doesn't do it justice. If we actually bring up the 30-year bond chart, which this is kind of part of, it's not purely that, but it's a mix. You can see here that we were down at 151.9 or so, and not more than here. I mean, it's essentially down 5 points in 2 days, and there was a lot of kind of end of the world talk, and you know, traders do get overly excited when things like that happen, and that's the funny thing about traders. For traders, the end something that could be the end of the world is like, wow, what a great trading opportunity. So the question is this really the end of the world or is it not? And if we look at the financials here, I mean, the financials, they slammed into that 21 period moving average but recovered fully, and the weekly squeeze here continues to be really positive, okay? So what kind of trades do we take in this type of market? Well, this is because of the uncertainty, it is a good opportunity to sell premium. So one of the things that I like is with Apple. So Apple here has been trading sideways, and Apple, as we get into monthly expiration, it's one of those things that does like to pin at a high open interest level. So for me, on something like Apple, it makes sense to sell. So there's a couple of ways to do this. You could sell outside of the current price, but because the implied volatility is so low, I prefer to actually sell, just kind of sell a straddle. So I'm looking at this high open interest that we could drift back down to 125 by the end of the week, and in that case my 125 call would be worthless, well, and so would my put. And if I could buy those back at a nickel or 10 cents or whatever, that'd be great, and that would turn into a nice trade that's really more based on collecting this $239 a day of premium decay as opposed to trying to figure out which direction this stock is going to go. All right, and the same thing here with LinkedIn. This is kind of a situation here with LinkedIn where the chart continues to trade sideways, and instead of trying to guess which way it's going to go, just sell premium. So this is an iron condor. It's the same one, just two different orders. And an iron condor is a way to have a limited risk, meaning that, you know, it's not going to blow up in your face. And then what I did here is sold out a little bit wider with the idea of collecting, in this case, a total of $428 of premium a day, as long as we stay within about a $4 range, okay? Now, you might think, like, are you crazy? LinkedIn staying in about a $4, I mean, and by $4, I mean $4 up or $4 down. But if you can see, what we've got here is we've just got a situation here where it's had this big move already, and now it just needs to digest that move. And typically at that point, even though there's a lot of uncertainty because it recently had a big move, right? What happens is that it also has to catch its breath. So yes, there's uncertainty, but at the same time, it's really not going to go anywhere, and then you can actually sit there and sell premium on it. And another one here, believe it or not, that I like to sell premium on is Tesla. It's having a great move, but it's also reaching the extension of that move, and we can do the same thing here. And in this case, the safest trade here was selling the put spread, okay, because it's in the same direction as that Tesla is moving. What we could also do here is an iron condor, where we'll get a little bit more aggressive on the put spread side and stick the call credit spread out there beyond the expected move for the rest of the week and work on collecting another $286 a day in premium. Okay, so these are good strategies, but you just got to understand how to do them, and especially, you know, if things go wrong and stuff like that. So let's take a look at this. Okay, and for those of you that didn't know, we are super excited to dive into Don Kaufman's first major class with us, and it's going to be called okay, I'm going to get my words right here. A Professional Trader's Guide to Selling Premium and Managing Risk. Okay, now what he's going to be doing on this class is a two-step process where he's going to dive in on Saturday and talk about all of the strategies for managing risk, and then he's going to have 3 live days of doing it. Okay, so on the at first blush, it's going to sound like okay, that doesn't sound very exciting, right? Well, here's what we're talking about here. So one of the things that Don does really well, and the thing that kind of attracted me to, well, you know, to him as a person, is a very handsome man, but attracted me to his style of trading, is that he comes at it from the point of view of someone who's been on the inside of the industry for 15 years and seen all of the mistakes that traders make, either based on inexperience or, more importantly, based on their lack of insight into how the markets and the brokerage industry really works. Okay, and that's not anything bad against the markets or bad against the brokerage industry. It's just ignorance of how things really work. And when you understand how things really work, you're able to actually manage trades a lot better and understand what you need to do in order to manage that risk. Okay, what are some examples of that? So one of the things, I mean, these are some of the things. It's like, okay, John, if you don't understand how to do this stuff, you've got to know. So I'm going to be attending this class to do it as well. So how to sell premium using high probability iron condors and spreads so you can generate monthly and weekly consistent income. Okay, that's kind of the ease into the process. Then how to build and manage your portfolio for a profit and loss plan so you're prepared for whatever the market throws at you. That's important, because what happens, as I've found, is that people can sell a spread, you know, they sell a put spread, great, and if the market kind of trades sideways to higher, they make money. But what happens when the market explodes in your face? Because when it explodes in your face, a lot of times you're not able to get out of that put spread, but you've got to still learn how to manage that risk, right? A guide to capital allocation so you know when and where to allocate your portfolio. How to mitigate your risk using calendars so a sudden drop in the market doesn't keep you up at night. How to be a grandmaster of the Greeks and position management so you can see 5 moves ahead and make adjustments on the fly. This is the part that's the part that I'm most interested in, because for me personally, I will sit there and I do a lot of my work based on technicals, and I've been continuing to wanting to incorporate more and more specific Greek related strategies into this, and I'm going to be all over that. And for those of you also, there's going to be a bonus here that if you're actually not familiar how to trade iron condors, like if you're a newbie, you're going to get a bonus class, how to trade iron condors in a volatile market. Okay, that's it's a separate class that'll be shipped to you. So, or you'll get it online. So this is a $497 Saturday class, and it's going to be this upcoming Saturday from May 16th. On May 16th from 2 o'clock to 6 o'clock East Coast time. Okay, now the Saturday class to me is irreplaceable. That is just something that if you're going to take this journey seriously, this is information that you need to know. The next phase of this is that once you know it, are you comfortable putting this into practice? And that is why I'm a big believer in live trading and showing examples via live trading. So what he's going to be doing is on Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, May 19th, 21st, and 22nd during market hours. And I'm going to be helping him out with this. I mean, it's Don's class. He's going to be doing the bulk of it, but I'm going to help him fill in some of the stuff too and review some stuff. But the main things that he'll be talking about here, essentially a professional trader's guide to selling premium and managing risk strategies. Okay, that's going to be the basis of it. And again, remember, from his background, he's done it and he's worked with all the guys that have sold premium for a living for the past 15 years versus my own background, which has been more technical, right? It's kind of like, hey, these are these technical indicators, this is how they work, and wow, this if I could combine this and sell some premium with it, it seems to work better. Well, I'm going to be able to take what Don's talking about here and kind of up my own skills, so to speak, and kind of match that with what I do. So I'm excited about that. He's going to talk about, on day one, he'll be building a portfolio of trades from scratch so you know exactly how to get started, what to do when things go wrong, which is a pure defensive strategy. Everybody knows what to do when things go right, but what do you do when things go wrong? How to position size in real time to maximize profit in your portfolio while controlling risk, and Don's daily trading ritual that gets him prepared for each trading day. Okay? So anyway, so that's that. This is going to be an awesome class. This is just one of those things where if you're really serious about becoming a trader that's either doing this full time or can kind of handle any situation, this is the kind of information that'll get you there. If you want to do that Saturday class, it's $497. If you like the idea of the live trading, the $997 is the live trading, but that also includes the that was going to be a line. It also includes the Saturday class. Okay. All right. So simpleroptions.com/sell premium. Looking forward to seeing you at this awesome event.